This channel's for adults only, by the way. Hey, yo, what up? I'll be that Sequential Geek. It is Saturday. Got a comic book haul stuff. A couple things I got online, but mainly shops I've been going to, trying to just spend on the cheap because I've been spending so much online. So yeah, I want to get on with it with a couple of online purchases. Oh yeah. I want to start off also by saying a word of advice. Holy fuck. Or else you just end up embarrassing yourself like I did. A couple nights ago, I was on a channel and I made some comment. Oh god, it ended up going into a downward spiral. I was following up on this one guy's comment about how comics will end up in the discounted, the back issue bin. So I was like, yeah, just going off sarcasm, speculating. I had to clarify that I was just speculating that, yeah, it's just a possibility that nobody's going to be going to New Comic Book Wednesdays on the reg if they know that eventually they're just going to find it for $1 or half off. A few months later, it's inevitable. Blah, blah, blah. Just talking smack, and this guy's like, well, that's one of the myriad possibilities. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just following up on what you said in the previous comment, and it just seemed real reactive, and I should have just let it go. That is the moral of the story, or you will end up embarrassing yourself like I did. Thank you very much. The fuck was this guy's name? Shit. The 10-cent story, and then None Your Bizwax, this account, like None Your Business, saying, yeah, Sequential Geek's the name of his eBay account, and the same thing with Sequential Nerd. Those two accounts are his. He gives bad reviews. So this None Your Bizwax starts piping in, talking shit about don't ban me as a customer, to don't sell to me. And I'm like, you can't do that. What the fuck? Fuck you, punk ass bitch, shut the fuck up. And so I reacted, and yo, just please, people. I tried to de-escalate, deleted some comments, tried to say something later just to chill and be like, yo, it's still wrong for you to perpetuate. Because then that 10-cent story guys kept perpetuating comments with that None Your Bizwax motherfucker about not to sell on me on eBay. And I'm like, why are we just talking shit? Cancel culture. Just openly, that is messed up. So yeah, that's what I'm saying when people say about comic book community. It's whack, that term. In more than one way, but I guess maybe there are some good points, but yeah, I let it push my buttons and I went into this downward spiral. And y'all, here's my advice. I know you already know this, but sometimes it can happen to the best of us. Let it the fuck go. Yeah, later I looked up that 10-cent story guy. I thought he was like Captain Crunch. He's not Captain Crunch, it's Captain Comix. Whatever the fuck. I saw that, I was like, oh no. Look what I was doing with who? Woo! Whoops, ouch. Oh man, my bad. I fucked that fuck up. So yeah, let it go, people. I know, we want to. And then some of us have, and I did, and that helps to let that type of shit just go. So, that being said, happy Saturday. Yo, there is a song that I should have played because I was playing Jesus-related music last week because it was Easter, like Reach Out and Touch Faith. What is it? Personal Jesus. Marilyn Manson remake of that. But there's this other song, Jesus Was Way Cool by King Missile. Yeah, and check this out. Maybe you know King Missile. And now you do.
Jesus was way cool. Everybody liked Jesus. Everybody wanted to hang out with him. Anything he wanted to do, he did.
Yeah, I had to play that. So this was $40, $35 Indiegogo contribution to Alternate Comics. And shout out to Pete Cimetti. He's got some great commentary. And he's been reviewing people's artwork on his live chat a lot, as well as just creators he's already publishing, and they just got great commentary, and it's another resource to learn about sequential storytelling and how it's done. So what I got for that donation: sketch card, Robert Geronimo. I chose an artist. Asked if he could do the crow. So there you go. Thank you, Robert Geronimo. And so this is they threw that in with this. Yeah, it came out on a Wednesday, Zero. That originally came out in 2018 is when that started. And if you're new to Alterna, yeah, it's a great imprint. You know, you got mainly comics for just under $2, and then they do compilations for $5 of like an entire run that had a story arc that I just completed. So got this Action Comics here online for a total of $13.11. That includes shipping and a little bit of a spine roll there. And I'm collecting Action Comics reprints. I've shown some in the past. This is what, 1988, 50 years. Jerry Siegel writer, Joe Shuster artist. Originally out of June 1938. First superhero. Jerry Siegel, Joe Shuster. Got a combination of a bunch of religious, mythological icons. Yeah, Mr. Superman. Superman, man. First appearance. Recently, just sold, auctioned off. Some shit. $3.25 million. Zerzolo sold it. That one dealer, Zerzolo, out of New York City. Yeah, that Action Comics #1 first appearance of Superman sold for $3.25 million just a few days ago on the 6th at Comic Connect. I think that was sold by Zerzolo, though, that one dealer out of New York City. And I got this for less than $14, the sucker! Alright, so in my last vid I showed off some rock and roll comics, and yeah, there's this one that came in the mail from the other side of the pond. Jimi Hendrix. Oh, hell yeah. Yes, I did. $28.82 altogether, including shipping. Rock Fantasy, issue number 11. 1990, January 1990 is the cover date. Now that cover is by James Harmon. Lord have mercy. I know I have to open it, right? I already have a copy of this. So this is Rock Fantasy. This is not part of Todd Loren's Revolutionary Comics that did rock and roll comics and hard rock comics. $1990, Pennsylvania. Story and art by James Harmon. Lettering by Randy Spencer. Art director Michael Valentine Smith. That's the person that brings you Rock Fantasy. All right. Amen. I got this for $7. It's a Phil Jimenez cover, if I pronounce that name right. It's cover date June 2003. Grant Morrison story. This is one of my favorite runs on X-Men. It's either you either hate Grant Morrison or you love him. But that's at issue 140. Extremely hard to find these in Newsstand. This is like when Marvel was coming back. Marvel was coming back big time. They were doing a lot of out-of-box stuff. Letting people kind of have more free reign over characterization. A lot of people didn't like it. I thought a lot of it was great up until around like 2003, 2004. Some of it into 2005, but mainly around 2004. Bill Jamos left, but there were still some great creators and just people on staff that were letting some things ride a little bit longer. Wasn't necessarily like Bill Jamos made everything happen, but it was just that combination of Quesada and Bill Jamos and Dan Buckley. Those concepts we hadn't seen before. They were kind of bubbling and up to the surface in the 90s, but just, man, it was just so cool. It was like, this was the take that comics should have gone to, as opposed to how they ended up with the Speculator Bubble by the late 80s. Damn, there are so many different types of Action Comics reprints. If you look at my comic shop, oh, that's awesome. All right.
He makes the best films. He makes the best films. If I ever meet him, I'm gonna grab his neck and just shake him and say thank you for making such excellent movies.
Check this
And
out.
I'm gonna twist his nose all the way around and rip off one of his ears and throw it like a
Bob
frisbee.
Webb.
I wanna chew his lips off and grab his head and suck out one of his eyes and chew on it and spit it out in his face and say thank you for making such excellent movies. Then I'm gonna pick him up by the hair, swing him over my head a few times and throw him across the room.
1969.
And kick all his teeth in and then stomp on his face 40 or 50 times. Because he makes the best films. He makes the best films
Bob
I've ever
Webb.
seen in my life. I
Killer.
love him. I love him.
I gotta finish this book. Created, produced by Martin Green. Art by Bill Sienkiewicz. This is my reader copy. Even just having this out like this, I gotta put this baby back in. But yeah, I already showed this in an earlier vid. It's beautiful. It came out in 1995. Has a disc that was originally with it. I got this reader copy for like 20 something bucks off the eBay's like a year or something ago. Hard to start off reading because it's just like starts off like right when he passes, and London. There's death. He's like amazing images. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I went over to Second and Charles and spent a little bit more than I planned. This is from 2016. $7 a piece. Fried pie variant. That Sia cover. O-U-M is the last name. S-I-Y-A. Sia Sometimes tell me I should get it permanently attached, but I don't know. Even though sometimes it's a pain in the ass, I like having a detachable penis. Script by Robbie Thompson and the pencils. Interiors by Todd Nauk. Alright, what else did I get over at Second and Charles? Yeah, I know. Still in the poly bags, and
I saw an episode of the Jerry Springer show, and the
considering how the trends are going.
and the men who love them. And the guy was on with his girlfriend, and he was saying, to me, this is a beautiful woman.
Fried Pie Variant by Stephanie House.
Beautiful blonde hair, everything. I love her, and I love making love to her. Now I ask you, does that make me gay? Most of the audience thought so, and so did I. But it got me thinking about what is and isn't gay. Discussing sex with a guy is gay. Discussing sex with a woman is straight, in which case...
November 1992, Newsstand. Got that for $1.25 from Second and Charles. This is last week. It's Al Williamson inks on Rick Leonardi's artwork.
like eating a sandwich. It's neither
First full appearance of Miguel O'Hara. Spider-Man 2099.
guys from the room, no matter how many other women are also in the room, is gay.
The cameo of Spider-Man 2099 was in Amazing Spider-Man 365 out of August 1992. This is Spider-Man 2099 number 1. This is March 1992. Oh yeah. Now, kabam. I got this, these next few issues from Vision Comics and Oddities. If there's one video I'd like to do of a shop, it would be Vision Comics and Oddities. If you ever visit Denver, please check out Vision Comics and Oddities. And that is a bomb-ass book right there. Now that name, Hildebrandt. Is that sound familiar? Hildebrandt, the brothers Hildebrandt. They did those Star Wars promos for the first Star Wars movie. Check this out. By the way, that came out in May 1995. Check it out.
And you're dressed like a woman, and you're sucking her cock, and she's saying, you like it, don't you? You like sucking. That's still straight.
Yeah. Comix.org.
But then,
Check it out.
off to the
Awesome.
bar,
Awesome resource. Fucking killer resource. I love it. Comic Vine as well.
other guys. That's gay.
Yeah, they've been around. Greg Hildebrandt, the brothers Hildebrandt. Right? This is from March 4th, 2021. This is at Spider Web Art Gallery. Alright, I am just promoting this channel here for y'all's benefit.
Hello, I'm Greg Hildebrandt. I'm an artist, painter, illustrator, and this is a painting I've done recently of Marilyn Monroe. It's a series of 3 that I painted recently. And I have to say, though, these pasties are not on the original painting. We had to do this for censorship purposes for the internet. But this painting will be going up for auction on gottahaverockandroll.com. So, go look at it, and if you like it, bid on it. Thank you.
Spiderweb
Hi,
Art
I'm
Gallery.
Greg Hildebrandt. Welcome to Spiderweb Art Gallery.
Nice transition. Check it out. Greg Hildebrandt, one of the brothers Hildebrandt. And this is his cover here. Doom. I got this for $2. Yeah, I looked online on eBay. I haven't seen any newsstands of these. The net, cyberspace, and other alternate realities. As always, the critical component in this nation's destiny is you, the citizen. The character and quality of our people are second to none on Earth. Because of your enduring faith, our resources and our capacity to lead remain unparalleled, and each citizen carries a responsibility to our nation's present prosperity and to its future growth. The answers are here in this Code of Citizen Conduct of the United States of America, a summary of major laws and regulations now in effect. It applies to all citizens, residents, and visitors within the U.S. and its territories and subsidiaries, including the American lunar colonies, the Martian colony Mars 1, and the undersea pilot project Atlantis. You must read it, understand it, and abide by it. It is impossible to misinterpret any edict, law, or regulations of this code. Who among us would have reason not to do so? And so forth, Dr. Victor Von Doom, President, USA. There you have it. The code, what it means to you, reporting code violations, policies of the code, superhumans, recognizing the long-standing American tradition of self-sufficient individuality and heroic iconography, the activities of non-criminal, costumed and non-costumed adventurers, quote, superheroes, unquote, shall not be outlawed, subject to continual review. Okay. Mega corporations, magic, environmental compliance, Against Black Shard 3D. I got that for $1. Vision Comics and Oddities. As well as Samuree. I got for $1. So that's pencils right here. Glenn Johnson. I know, right? Yes.
Whoever loses has to beat the other one's sex slave for a night. The kind of thing that happens in penthouse forum all the time. And you lose, and the woman makes you have sex with another guy. That's not gay. I don't know exactly why, but it's not.
Nice condition. It's out of 1986. This is 1995. Samuree, Mistress of the Martial Arts. I think her first appearance was like 1980 something. So does this kind of look like Phil Noto or maybe a little Sienkiewicz? It's not. It's neither. Damn. But Samuree that ass. That is actually Mark Beecham.
Give yourself over to the failure inside of you and let it envelop your soul.
So I read this today. I was hoping that the interior would be as good as the cover or close to it. But, you know, it was for $1. It was fun. This ninja-looking person kind of looks like Samuree. That's the name of this woman that was raised on this island off the coast of like North Japan, and she's totally out of touch with reality from a child.
Failure wants
Yeah, this guy's the villain. He's trying to recover this sword. This woman, her ward is this guy. He's like in the prime of his life, and he's got to take care of this girl. Apparently he's underage, I think, and he's can't sleep. Right? She walks up on him, and he just tells her to go to bed. So she's at school the next day, and she's meeting with this woman here who's like her handler. So you can see this woman was tortured, like turned into a weapon. Other kids by her, some crazy ass looking medical lab testing equipment going on there in the background. So she ends up using, of course, it's like a X-23 Weapon X story. This has been done many times. She escapes, kills her captors. This guy from her ward here finds her from the U.S. intelligence. Apparently, they're doing a rundown. I gotta say, for the way it was put together, it is good. And for the art, it's not bad. The more I'm talking about it, the more I'm really enjoying it. The idea of it and enjoying the story. The artwork isn't bad at all. He's trying to take off with this sword, and he had some stars thrown in his arm. Alright. So she's like in high school though? I don't know. It's very weird in that sense, but it's cool though. Like, she meets this this woman who's her handler, her contact with the U.S. intelligence, and apparently it's some intelligence related, but they dress like they're about to make a porno, and she's working out, and she introduces Samuree to her father, who has this sword here, and then that lizard guy, this villain that can turn into like reptilian. He wants to steal it. The battle scenes in this are actually fucking not bad. He can disappear in the darkness and come up behind people. Super glare here, but she tries to block the gun, but the barrel is too hot for her to handle. It's too hot for her to touch. She has to release it. So it's just some cool, realistic aspects here. This guy falls. She goes after the sword that she stabbed him with, and she realizes it's a fake. He's trying to steal that sword from this one guy. Family feuds type of thing, and she's just climbing back. Coming through the window. God damn. This is some serious samurai looking artwork here, I must say. Samuree. All the way, for sure, this is worth a buck. Okay. Thumbs up on that one. There was just some dialogue in there that just felt a little bit too cliche, but like I said, it was $1. Original cover price is $2.50. Mid-90s book. This was $2. This mini comic, early appearance of Bartman. Bartman, Radioactive Man. This is Matt Groening, Simpsons. Bartman came out, I think, like 1993, and this came out in 1994. All right, these next comics I got over from 5280 Comics, right? So 5280, it's a mile high term. The height, 5280 feet. Yeah, 5280 Comics. I stopped by there also this past week and started off with some comics here I got for $1. This is out of last year's Free Comic Book Day promo, Free Comic Book Day promo for Tom Scioli's Jack Kirby, King of Comics. I already showed this book on his birthday. I bought this last August. 6 panel pages, basically. But, the life of Jack Kirby. Stan Lee right there. Kirby and Roz. But yeah, I got these 2 Free Comic Book Day books. Each of them I got for $1. As well as this DC Comics Essentials was for $1. It's a reprint of Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns. It's Fight Club, Chuck Chuck, the original writer, creator of Fight Club. Free Comic Book Day promo, a very dark horse book. Now this is just a few years old. It's the first appearance of Avatar in comics, as far as I know. Not bad. For sure. 2017. Yeah, I'm psyched for another Avatar movie. However they're gonna pull it off. James Cameron. Let's see if I can show a little bit more. Briggs Land, nice. This is another trend of comics. I think with the way things are going, everything's getting divided. Living in a fake country where it doesn't matter who's in power. Shit's gonna be all backwards, and I think people are going to be gravitating towards fiction like this. Briggs Land as well. Brian Wood and Antonio Fuso. Yo, I just spec bullshit. I love to hear anyone's feedback, comments, just to bullshit with me. Ain't no thing. I just fucking with you, man. I just fucking with you. $1986. XMen number 205. That's $7.99 from 5280 Comics. Nice newsstand copy. This image on the cover is by Barry Windsor Smith, and it's not in the book. It's the story about actually how, what is it, Eureka? He has a run-in with Kate Powers from Power Pack, actually. He's getting attacked by the Reavers, and the Reavers, all their tech, their cyborg, other cyborg bullshit, man, that was all set up from the Hellfire Club. But Yuriko Oyama, that's it. She got turned into a cyborg from Spiral, which is like Mojo World, where Longshot originates from. It's interesting. I didn't know that. I haven't been reading up on a lot of history or rereading a lot of issues lately. I've been checking out Synapsis's comic book hauls, a lot of data on specs, data gathering, resources on where to gather data, like at the CGC Comics forums, auctions, places like GP Analysis as well. So my recommendations for some great resources. But yeah, as far as like, I've been reading a lot more like Dollar Bin or just indie stuff, a little bit here and there, but I did get these two great Black Panther finds for $4 each, also at $52.80. The lead, Black Panther 16 by Chris Priest and Sal Velluto. Now this is Sal Velluto inks and artwork on this cover right here. Yeah. Now that cover on the right, Bob Allman did the inks on this cover. Sal Velluto did the artwork. He did the art on both of these covers and the interior. And Bob Allman does the inks on the interior, but showing the difference like I did before. Style, so forth. Yeah, Sal Velluto and this Atomic company doing the colors. It's the issue where Killmonger comes back to life. And there is an undead connection with Black Panther lore, isn't there? And that's April 2000 cover date, March 2000 cover date. Atomic Paintbrush is the colorist for that one. Chris Sotomayor is the colorist of this one on the right. And to wrap it up, thank you so much for lasting this long. Thank you so much for your comments and any feedback. It's always appreciated, as long as it's constructive. Nobody's perfect, right? Jesus, I've learned that recently with my comment shenanigans. But yeah, overall, like, I'm gonna paste a link of a bunch of websites to go to for learning about sequential history and just storytelling techniques, artist methods, interviews, places that I think would be great resources that aren't pretentious or off-putting. So check it out. Let me know what you think, or contribute some more references if you have any. Thanks. It's the last comic I'm going to show. This is Volume 1, Number 5. And the thing to know about with Faust is that, you know, it's written by David Quinn and art by Tim Vigil. And Tim Vigil worked, I think it was the Chris Silverwolf comics, that title called Grips. Just very outlaw, total outlaw comics. Coming back from the dead, kind of revenge. Precursor to Spawn, you could say, in a way, but this is Faust, issue number 5. Now, when all these issues came out, it took them like till, I think was the last issue? Issue 15 ran in 2012. And the first issue ran in 1988. So basically the first 6 issues were under North Star Publishing. And then there was some trouble with the label. I don't know what happened with North Star, but the writer David Quinn and Tim Vigil, they started this label called Rebel. And so they reprinted the first 6 issues with their own Rebel edition cover. So if you see something that says, you know, Volume 2 or whatever, second printing, that's the one that's a Rebel edition, and it has a separate cover for the first 6. And then issue 6 ran, the original one, in 1993. And so it took them, you know, however long it took them to finish the entire run. 2012 was issue number 15.
Piece of shit. Scumbag, asshole, fucking retard, scumbag, you fucking, you're gonna win again. It's not like I have to fucking watch you on the television, because I don't fucking watch television when you're on the television. It's just that you're a fucking piece of shit fuck, fuck you, and fuck the Congress, fuck everybody who puts up with it, including me. Fuck me for nuts, but fuck murder, fuck rotting in jail, fuck you and you illiterate shit scumbag, motherfucking shit-eating.
Oh, sorry.
Scumbag, fucking.
Sorry.
Fuck you.
Whoops, sorry about that. Hold up.
Fucking.
That's a King Missile song called The President, I think. Yeah, so this is The Boy Made Out of Bone China by King Missile. That was King Missile we've been listening to.
There was a boy made out of China. Bone China. Very fragile boy. It was stupid to make a boy out of bone China. What do you expect? He's not going to be given any sports. One wild pitch and his head is going to break off, probably. So he's a gentle, good boy who stays inside a lot, and he hates school because other kids are always trying to break him into.
Yeah, so this is Faust.
China boy. And it's not his
Act
fault.
5, Love of the
He has
Damned.
to be made out of bone China.
I got the first 6 issues.
Made out of bone China. And he knows
Yada
his
yada yada,
faults.
blah blah blah. I got some Rebel Edition covers. Issue 8, I know I got that. And issue 1, and some doubles here, and whatever. If you can get, I'm at the point now where it's like I gotta go through those dollar bins to look up reader copies, or it's like I am not interested in grabbing another book out of a bag and showing it, risking. I don't like risking getting the book damaged. I don't want to get the book damaged looking through it, reading like a near mint, very fine copy, but I don't mind showing it off a little bit here and there. But I'm at the point now where it's like, yeah, I like those back issue bins, those dollar hollows, $2 discount bins, whatever. Just go on eBay and looking for cheap copies of books, for reader copies, getting the beat up copies that I can share, give away, whatever, show off. So this is why I like getting multiple copies of these Blood Realm books. This is Rob Geronimo. He did that crow image. And if you get a chance, shit, the artwork in these Blood Realm books, he wrote and drew this 9-issue series. This is it's divided up into 3 separate series. You can get each of the 3 series. It's all compiled into this giant size book. Each one's just it's $2 basically. The giant size are $5 each. Yeah, I'm thinking there's a future for this guy, Geronimo. Yeah, if you get a chance, check out Alternative's website. I just got to give a shout out to them. They're totally overlooked. Thanks for watching. Stay safe.
this has happened here now. I was in tears yesterday. Tattered and near lifeless. Have I died and passed into the afterworld? I must have, this is heaven.
Thanks for watching. Peace.
How did I get here? Let me retrace my steps. What happened yesterday? I was in tears, near lifeless. Something sad must have happened. But what? What was I crying about? Is it over? Is it okay now? Who am I talking to? What's going on? Oh no! Now the sparrow is broken and mangled in my bloody hands. This is so awful. Giant flying insects are crawling all over me, biting and laughing. This is even worse than being alive. This is worse than being alive. Even worse than